In any organization, formal opportunities exist for requesting and accepting specific ideas, suggestions, and feedback. Most leaders are comfortable accepting and acting upon information offered in these circumstances. However, through 20-plus years of training and coaching others, I've identified several key phrases, often unsolicited and offered spontaneously, that should cause every leader to listen carefully to what follows and consider not only what is being said, but the potential of the person saying it. The first is, I have an idea to change or improve something specific, and here are the benefits of doing so. Now, I'm not referring to the simple phrase, I have an idea, or even I have an idea to change or improve something, although anyone who puts forth a suggestion should at least be heard and given a chance to elaborate on the reasoning behind it. It also does not refer to someone who is simply interested in complaining about a situation rather than improving it. But when the complete phrase, I have an idea to change or improve something specific, and here are the benefits of doing so, are delivered, it indicates not only a proactive mindset and a desire for improvement, but the critical thinking necessary to both make a suggestion and ensure it has merit. In fact, the cognitive reasoning and personal values demonstrated in this simple phrase indicate several things: a genuine desire to create positive results, the courage to put forth new ideas, the forethought to think through a suggestion to ensure that it will provide specific benefits, the ability to proactively communicate effectively and influence others, and the work ethic to go above and beyond to help the organization or team succeed. So pay attention when someone mentions an idea accompanied by its anticipated benefits. The next is, how can I help or serve you better? Now, this question will only come from someone with leadership potential. In fact, the entire concept of the wow place is to create a place where people love to go because they make a difference rather than simply a paycheck. The person who asks the question, how can I help or serve you better, is not interested in the paycheck alone as their reward for doing a job and doing it well. They're not looking to do the absolute minimum in order to keep their jobs or marking time from the minute they arrive to the minute they leave. Even better, they do not need to have their hands held through most or all of their tasks. They're self-sufficient, ambitious, intelligent, and have a true desire to serve. Now that's a wow team member. Recognize the leadership potential in this proactive and service-centered question, and reward their desire to serve at a higher level by having an honest discussion about what else they can do in their current position, as well as where it could lead in the future. Don't just brush these team members off with a flip, oh, you're doing fine, or I can't think of anything else you could do. Well, that will only demotivate them and teach them not to even bother in the future. Anyone who is satisfied with just doing fine is an okay person to have in your organization, but someone who wants to go beyond just fine is someone you don't want to lose to another organization or to a competitor. These team members will not stay if fine is all that's expected of them. They'll become bored, disengaged, and will likely leave as soon as an opportunity comes along that will challenge them to do more and be all they can be. Why would any leader want to demotivate these team members while retaining those who are simply happy to do the bare minimum? Now, I understand that you can't have all overachievers in your organization, but no exceptional leader wants an entire team of average or barely average performers. Where will your future leaders come from? How will you get more from them when you actually need them to do more? And how will you remain productive when all of your superstars look elsewhere for personal fulfillment in their jobs? So instead of just telling them they're doing fine, Ask if they have suggestions regarding what more they could do. If they truly are proactive superstars, they'll come to you with observations and ideas of what more they can do to serve at that higher level. Keep this in mind. If you be there for your superstar performers when they need you to help them grow, they will be there for you when you need them to perform at an even higher level. Now, the third phrase is, I don't think that's the right way to go. I'd like to challenge you on that. I know it's much easier to have everyone agree with us all the time, but that's not really the highest and best use of the talented people we hire, is it? In fact, Apple's founder, Steve Jobs, very aptly said, "It doesn't make sense to hire smart people and tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can tell us what to do." This includes challenging us on current processes, policies, procedures, products, everything. We can't personally have every good idea or even the best idea on every subject. We need outside perspectives. Often, that's why we hire people to help us grow or perform new tasks, develop new products, keep up with current challenges. If all we ever do is hire them and then refuse to take or even listen to their good advice, we not only waste our time and money hiring and training them for a position where they can't possibly succeed, causing us to fail at our objectives in the process, but we'll lose them as they realize they're fighting a losing battle to actually accomplish what you hired them to do. I know of a company that was growing so fast that the CEO hired a VP of Human Resources to help them through this growth. But every time the new VP made a new suggestion, the CEO slammed her down and told her, "That's not the way we do things here." We completely forgot that the things that got them where they were not going to get them any further. But he had blinders on. He refused to listen to a new way that would see them into the future, and he lost his new VP within just a few months. So when someone you respect enough to have hired and want to retain them asks you if they can challenge you, allow them to. It doesn't mean that you'll automatically agree with everything they have to say, but it will allow you to have a productive discussion about the best way to proceed. And in the process, you'll gain a lot of respect from your team because you showed enough respect to them first to ask and then listen to their replies. Could you use more people in your organization who demonstrate these types of abilities and values? Most organizations I know of could, and yet too often these people are pushed aside and ignored because it's easier to keep things status quo than it is to actually go through the process of changing something, even for the better. Even worse, they're sometimes labeled troublemakers or interlopers who are stepping on toes in other departments or looking to snatch someone else's job right out from under them. But recognizing and properly addressing these phrases has many benefits, including the ability to tap into the hidden and underutilized talents of your team members, rewarding them in non-monetary ways that help both the organization and the individual grow, putting high performers on a leadership track that will fill your critical leadership pipeline, retaining team members longer because they feel valued, respected, and listened to, improving outdated or underperforming policies and procedures, increasing productivity, which also can reduce costs and increase profits, serving customers at such a higher level that you create raving fans rather than raving lunatics, and so many more benefits. We can't list them all here. If you're at all concerned about the strategic objectives of your organization, then take care of your people. When you listen to them, recognize the full capabilities of your team, and reward their efforts, they will prove to you that you're not alone, and they will help you achieve your objectives. Now, in the next post, we'll address the factors that must be present in any leader in order for them to be able to recognize, capitalize on, and reward the types of comments mentioned here. See you on the next post.